Hello. I hope that you're gardening this fall because I just got my seeds put in the ground yesterday, and I just put a video up. I think you'll like that. And it was just what I said I was going to plant, which is kale, collards, and I did add some mustard greens. 'Cause if you give them the perfect diet and you see how big they get, that's incredible. When you can do that with your vegetables. Give them exactly what they need and watch them get really big. And in the fall, you don't have as many mosquitoes to deal with when you're in the garden. You don't have the heat to deal with when you're out there doing your gardening. So it's a win-win. But I got it done. I used a bag of soil that they usually find at the box store. It's a cheap bag, and about $1.40 something. I think it's $1.40 something a bag. And what I did was I mixed half and half cow manure and the soil, and then I added what they call it stuff. It's Epsom salt. I added like an all-purpose organic fertilizer. All of it to me pretty much is the same. They got different values, that certain plants, might be fussy about, but for the most part, basically the same. So what I did was I put the bone meal, blood meal, I put Epsom salt, I put all-purpose fertilizer in it, organic, and I mixed everything up, and and I watered them down with rainwater because I think rainwater is just a better situation for plants. If you have the rainwater on hand, and really, I think that since rain is free, most gardeners that really get tied into gardening should either come up with some plans to get them a rain barrel system set up because it's just a win-win when you do that. Now, some people have like a single barrel, 55 gallons. That's a good amount. I did mine with what was it? I got 100 gallons, but I still keep thinking about adding two more drums and bring it up to easy 200 gallons. But I'm not really pushed towards it because each year I've never really used up those tanks. But I'm thinking about it because you get a three-quarter inch PVC and run a manifold system like mine. I got some videos up of my rain barrel system, and if you see it, you'll see how mine wasn't a lot of work, and plus I didn't drill holes all in my barrels because I didn't want to drill holes in them, and I just set them up on some cinder blocks, and I got a speaker on them and everything. It really looks good. It really looks good. Um, so it was an easy job to do. It just took at first kind of like figuring it out because it was my first time doing it, and once I got it all figured out, then I let the barrels fill up, empty out, fill up, empty out because I wanted to get them pretty clean inside. Um, the barrels are pretty sturdy, but each winter you want to just cut the. I use a ball valve. I like the ball valves that they have with the PVC because the ball valves it'll last longer than if you get the little dial kind of. I don't like those, but I like the ones that are. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm just answering this gardener here, and just saying that um, I emptied out the barrels today because I think one of these nights we're gonna it's gonna snap down into a real cold snap, and I don't want to get my barrels damaged, and I refuse to do that. But I'm thinking of if I get two more barrels, that's 200 gallons of water. I could use the water in the event of an emergency, and I also can use it to water my garden. So that's still up there on. That's still an option. Yeah, yeah. So if I get two more barrels, it'll be because one day I ran across these barrels and they were food grade and nobody was using them. And then at that point, I'll get them. But I'm not going to pay $60, $70 for a barrel. I refuse to do that. When I know you can get them for free if you know where to look. We have a soda company up the street from where I live, and they use those 55-gallon barrels. There's nothing in them but soda. So that's how that works. I definitely feel good about getting everything started today. I pulled out some of the raspberries in my yard. It's one in there called yellow. It's called a fall gold. I hate that plant. Got rid of it today because it grew all these stickers on it, and it was just incredible plant to deal with all those. It had fine little stickers, and then it had also the stickers that were, you know, the kind that you get in your big ones and small ones, and you can't get them out, and they just stay in your skin and deteriorate. And in the meantime, they cause you much irritation, much irritation. So everything is good. Anybody out there gardening, I mean, more power to you. I'm doing my thing. Making sure that I keep my garden up. Now, this is the time of year you want to feed your garden. Definitely want to feed your garden this time of the year. Add as many of the leaves as you can across the top of your gardens. And when I say as many as you can, I mean if you get it 3 feet deep, it's still going to be gone time the weather change. It's going to be gone. Because I've done that many times. I've gotten it 2, 3 feet deep. And when you let it get that deep, what's going to happen is the wind's not going to blow it away. I don't know why, but it doesn't blow the leaves away. And you just load them on top of where you're getting ready to plant it, and you let the leaves sit there. And you're going to get these big earthworms come up and start eating at it. That's going to be a plus. You're going to get all this biology in your soil moving around and eating right because there's enough food there. So, I do that. And plus, also, I've told all of you that I go in on cutting back all the weeds and grass and everything. I cut that back so that, I could add that to my soil. I do it every single a year now because everything you need for your soil is pretty much there. You really don't have to go out and be adding things to your soil from box stores. You really don't have to. Some people do it to speed up the process, but you don't have to do that because it's definitely gonna make its way there. If you lay the leaves on top, it's gonna feed the ground at the right time of the year. So when spring comes in, you have the biology there in the soil from all the animals that lived, died, that have moved in, that are in that area, and that's what your plants are going to need. And so when you put in food items, they have something to eat. This is the Morning Gardener. Thank you.